Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is quite different. No, it's not. Potato chips are the best chips, okay? And I know, it's like, oh, man, potato chips are not all that, but if you think about it, they are all that. I feel like, and the reason why I think like this, the reason why I'm thinking like this, the reason why I have this thought is because there's nothing better. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. Every other chip is a little too much, okay? But specifically, if we want to get into specifics, this is what's really driven me away from any other chip, is Fritos and Doritos. And Cheetos. Those are the chips that really made me reconsider. You know what I mean? Those are the chips that really made me think, maybe this is a no-no. Maybe the best chip is potato chips. I honestly don't care if I never eat another chip ever again in my life. Like, honestly, and I can say that with pride, like, I don't care. If I never have to eat any other kind of chip but potato chip for the rest of my life, I would not be freaking mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all, because guess what? Fritos are weird. When you eat them too much, Doritos, weird. And I know that because I thought they were cool. I was like, oh, I like Doritos. And then I, ate Doritos quite a bit. Done. Couldn't do it. Potato chips, you can go all day. Like, there's other chips that are kind of cool, but like potato chips take the cake. Potato chips win, okay, for me. Because here's the thing. I mean, salt and vinegar chips are cool, but come on now, you're not gonna eat that a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a lot of salt and vinegar chips, you're not gonna eat all that. You know what I mean? And then like, any other kind of chips can eat bricks. Like, honestly, I can't stand it, and I don't care like what anybody has to say, because like literally it makes no freaking sense. Potato chips are the best freaking chips. I can't stand anything else now. Like, when I see other chips, I'm just like I literally cannot stand them like anymore. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not saying I probably never will eat another kind of chip like that. Like, in desperate times calls for desperate fucking measures. I might eat something other than a potato chip out of desperation, okay? So I might eat some other type of chip if I really want chips and we don't have potato, okay? But like, I'm telling you, willingly, I will only eat potato chips. Like, well, desperation still is willingly. So it's like, I feel like I'm never gonna want to eat any other chip. I just can't stand. I can't stand any other chip. I don't have the patience or the tolerance for any other chip. And I know it's like, it's just a chip, what's your problem? But it's like, they're not terribly disgusting, but there's something about it that is not vibing with me, that I just can't seem to shake, and I just don't understand. Like, I used to be fine. I used to just eat whatever chip. Even barbecue chips kind of suck. I'm just like, what is this? Like, ugh, like, what is this? Barbecue chips are not all that. Salt and vinegar, not all that. Potatoes where it's at all day. I don't care. But to be 100% honest, my beef isn't really with every chip. It's with Fritos and Doritos and Cheetos. All the ones that rhyme. Those three are really the ones that drove me away from any chip. I've never, well, I'm not gonna say never, but quite recently, I stopped liking Cheetos. I can't stand Cheetos. That's a whole other situation though, because I have a problem with cheese. So like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a whole other situation, but I've been driven away from Cheetos because they're truly, like, ew. And then Fritos, I was slowly driven away from those. I thought those were cool, and then I realized that they aren't. And then Doritos, I thought those were cool too, and they're not. So like, you know what I mean? It took a second. There was things that happened, things that I experienced that brought me to this point where I'm like, potato chips are the best chip. I mean, I always liked potato chips. They're just subtly fantastic, you know what I mean? They're not like a strong ass flavor. Whatever flavor is there, it's good, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, I always took a liking towards potato chips, but now they're probably my favorite chip, and that's, I've noticed that my favorites list is like starting to stack up, so I'm not mad at it, but like, still, I'm just noticing that the more things that I start to dislike, the more things that I start to like, which results in, you know what I mean, like, me having more and more favorites. Because I didn't think I was gonna have a favorite chip, but I do now, because I can't stand every other chip. I don't understand. Everything just seems a little too, like, not cheesy, but like, they all kind of seem like, you know what I mean, like, strong. And it's like, if you eat too much, you have this weird like feeling, not like full, but like just like ill. They're kind of gross and kind of disgusting. So it's just like, you know what I mean? I've been driven away from almost every freaking chip, and I don't think I can stand it anymore. This is tea. don't be alarmed. Like I said, if I never had to eat any other kind of chip again, and the only chip I could eat is potato chip, I'll be fucking fine. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. So if I'm being greedy and I want a chip and I'm like, I don't want a chip, I just want to eat chips, and we don't have potato chips, I will eat whatever chip is there, except for Cheetos. That's the only chip I will never eat. I have not eaten a Cheeto in 3 years. I won't eat a Cheeto ever. And everyone's like, you like potato? You're so basic. Yeah. And I'd be basic over here, because guess what? Actually, potato, like, I feel like people treat potato chip like they're like the worst fucking chip. It's not. Just because it's not super fucking powerful does not mean that it's the worst chip. Potato chip is awesome, dope, best chip that I know. So, yeah, ultimately, this video is just me, you know, ranting about how I love potato chips and hate every other chip. Not hate, but dislike, okay? So, that concludes the video. I'm done now. I don't want to continue. Potato chips are the best fucking chips ever. I don't care what anyone has to say. I'm so fed up with almost every other chip on the planet, so we can, you know what I mean? So, like, every other chip can eat bricks. I'm noticing I've been saying eat bricks a lot, so let's just try, let's say every other chip can take a stadium of seats, and potato chips can sit on the pedestal that it's on. Anyone who has anything else to say about it can chew rocks. So, anyway, that's like a different, like, you know what I mean? It's like a different way of saying eat bricks, but like chew rocks. Like, anyway, so yeah, basically that's all. I'm done with this video. I'm also done talking, and it's also hot in here. It's hot in here, so I'm gonna go. Bye. Potato chips are the best. Bye.